It's Week 7 of the NFL, and we've got the Panthers. Rocket on quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Panthers and the Saints, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And here we go from New Orleans. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And then brought out by the second rounder who's been climbing the leaderboard since 2014 at a Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, he's not happy about it. And he will be focusing on rectifying those things here.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. DJ Wanham gets there to haul him down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, Carr finds his man over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs for him from the 46. Carr with it on first. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. That's caught by Chris Olave. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. 2nd and 3 now. Throwing again, it's Carr. Little off-center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Lone back gets the handoff. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Carr here from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Field goal attempts coming up from John Parker Romo. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. The kick by Roddy's good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And this drive will start inside the 25. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Setting up a throw. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. Here's Riley Dixon on now for the punt on 4th down. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Saints and their running back about to get back to work. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Has him on the quick hitter. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Completed to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They motion the tight end over. Carr now on 1st and 10. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Quick to the left, it's caught. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3. This is complete to Olave. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing from the gun here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And 8 yards to go.
Carr to the air now. And he makes the catch on the sideline. Oh, but they call it out of bounds. This close. Dennis Allen has the red challenge flag in hand. He wants to take another look. Well, we can see he made the catch. He definitely has possession. But did both of those feet hit down in the end zone?
Yeah, get that zoom button ready to go. Get the magnifying glass. Was there any green right between his feet and that end line? That's what they're going to be looking for in the replay booth.
After review of the play.
So the call survives the challenge flag from Dennis Allen. Romo's point after is good. And the Saints go up 10-zip here in the first. Right, ready to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And that's good for a gain of 5. Willie Gay there on the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Brooks. And he'll do what he can. That carry gets to the 35-yard line. They get it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. He's got Pierce. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. It's a 2-score game early. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. This time they're going to get there and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw now. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That one's caught at the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Up the middle, Hubbard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Back to throw. He has the Carolina touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Here comes the Saints offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
The defenders are there to get him at the line. Shaq Thompson finishing that play off. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Pistol snap to Carr. Quick slant caught by Shaheed. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Carr setting to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run here from the gun. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. Here's Carr. Chased out to his right. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Carr with it on 3rd and short. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now they're left with 4th and short. They kick the running back in motion. 4th down, here's Carr. He finds him beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the 1st. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Dane Jackson with the pick. Short throw to the sideline, partner. Normally works for them, right?
Yeah.
But a quarterback lying in wait that time jumps in to make the pick.
Those sneaky corners, Kate, you always got to keep your eye on them. Offenses love this area of the field because they're easy completions. But as a QB, you got to use your eyes. You've got to look that corner off. Otherwise, he's going to jump the throw and get that easy INT.
The Panthers and Xavier Legette with the football once again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. On first down, here comes Brooks. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. And it's the Panthers. With it, 1st and 10. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On the draw, this is Brooks. And he pushed deep in enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Running once more with Brooks. Room to the right. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Working inside the red zone.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers get some late points and the lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Here's Sly to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead.
14, Saints 10.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Shaheed now to return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Saints are going to take over now near the end of the half. With the time remaining, we'll see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime. Now they send their back in motion right. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. From the shotgun, Carr. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down.
Here we go. Set. Cut. Go.
Tight end motioning right.
Cut.
Another try following the sack. Connects on the crosser. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Complete to number 7. 11 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd and long.
He's back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. So we've arrived at halftime, and the Panthers impressive so far. They've got a lead so far on the road. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. Drake May with a touchdown pass. From there, it's off to the land to check on the Browns at home in the dog pound. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. The Browns trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Devin Singletary with both of their touchdowns thus far, as he scored twice on the ground. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Ewers. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead.